Oh, I got a little fired up.
Well, I just waved. I think that was him. I think that. Yeah, fast he's going. Did he just run around? He sure fucking. I just realized that. Like, how did he just go in front of us? Look at him. Look at him.
Who's watching tonight?
I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know. What do you need? How can I help you?
We wanted to talk to him.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who it is. If somebody, they changed. I don't know who it is. I think it's Lieutenant Pallares.
You, is it? Who the hell? What, is there another thing? No. Huh? Oh. Is that him on?
It's Lieutenant, it's right off the roof, it's too loud. It's Lieutenant Pallares. She'll be out in a few minutes later.
Thank you. Are we having some questions about recording the police?
Okay. What is the training with police officers and the people being able to record them? Because we get a lot of animosity and flack and just, inciting and between the people that are being detained and us. And
every situation's different, and I don't know if you're talking about other agencies or specifically harbor officers on Watch Street that I personally supervise. Each individual incident is specific to itself. If you're interfering with a crime scene, that's one thing. If you're interfering with somebody who is a victim of a crime, i.e. a rape victim or domestic violence victim, we're probably going to ask you for their privacy because they have rights under the law not to do so. Okay, if you want to film me while you're sitting here at the desk, I don't have a problem with that. We have cameras, it's not a problem at all. Every instance can be a little bit different, and it really depends on specifics of that specific. And I don't want to talk out of turn about something that might have happened while I wouldn't have been there. That wouldn't be fair to anybody.
Right.
And it's not necessarily one particular incident, and it's not anything to do with privacy or anything like that. We're talking just routine traffic type things.
So are you in other words saying that you're not going to be able to respond because you weren't there?
No, what I'm saying, you asked me about all police officers, you asked me about filming, and I answered just specifically. Every incident is different. If you're at a scene and you have your phone up and it's a calm scene and you're videoing, we have no problems with that. If you're interfering with the police investigation, or if you're filming victims, or you're impeding any type of things, like sometimes we can't have information out because it may let people who are the perpetrators of crimes get information ahead of time, then we're going to ask you to stop filming. But it's hard for me to say about what you're saying, everything. I don't know what specifically you're asking.
I don't know. 2 or 3 times that I've recorded, I've had several different officers just be very, they tell the person they have in handcuffs, they tell, oh, she hates the police. They basically instigate with their suspect.
Recording you, like if they hope that they come and start some stuff with us because we were filming them, they're trying to rile them up, get them mad, so that way when they release them, they're pissed off and they come to us, type thing.
Okay. If you're talking about specifics and you want to talk about a specific incident or you want to take paperwork
I'm just Officer Chandler that said to the suspect, oh, do you like that she's recording you? Just kind of really interrogate. No, this was not a victim. This was somebody in handcuffs.
Okay, allow me to if you give me just a second. As I said, I don't have a problem with it. Every situation is different. You're here filming me at the desk. We don't have any suspects around and everything else. That specific incident, I'm not sure what was going on. People are in
there was, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm sorry. No, I understand. You're going to repeat basically what you just said too, but there was a disturbance, there was fighting or something at Jack in the Box. Okay, so basically there was 4 people that they had, and I just was walking. Then he decided to take it upon himself to say something to him, basically to instigate something. It's not necessary.
There was another one where some guy stole something. He stole something from a neighbor, and another cop said, she hates us. I mean, it's just...
She hates us. She's going to make you look good and us look bad, which isn't true. I'm not sure where the misunderstanding came in, and whatever it was that... that's just not true. I don't hate the police. Okay. That's not my MO at all. And if they're afraid of me making them look bad, it just seems like, well, then stop being so rude. I mean, it just seems like they go out of their way to say something like, condescending or bigger, and it just doing and not I mean, if they're not
reference
going to...
anything.
I hear what you're saying, and I mean, obviously, we're having a very, civil dialogue here. Not everybody is built the same way we are to talk on camera and everything else. Some people get very intimidated when cameras
But why isn't a camera intimidating?
Well, I understand like this.
interrupting me. I want to talk to you guys, but you keep interrupting me. You can even look at the camera. You'll notice you keep interrupting me every time you ask me a question. I want to answer to you. So I was just going to say that everybody has rights here. You're welcome to video. I hopefully nobody's told you can't video unless the criteria I've said has been hit. But I make sure that you have freedoms just like everybody else does. Now, why they turn your back to them, to you or to the camera, I couldn't tell you why he turned his back to the camera. Some people do not like to be filmed in the face. Some people don't feel good on camera, but you're welcome to film with what is going on. And as I said, I will talk to the guys in roll call to make sure they understand that you have freedoms to take videos as much as you want. As to whether they like it or don't like it, I'm sorry, I can't control that. I can make sure they're professional, absolutely, and I'll make sure that I do talk to them in roll call about that, about being professional. Well, I appreciate you pointing out you don't hate the police, but that's their perspective. We're being
But this seems kind of juvenile, doesn't it?
Okay, we're being very attacked right now in the media. I think you'd agree with that. Not necessarily your media, but we are being attacked in media, rightfully or wrongfully. Right now, police work as it's very, very. Especially if you go to back east, some of the issues that have had back east, I'm not saying they're rightfully or wrongfully deserved, but right now we feel that way a little bit in the media, that they're not necessarily as pro-police. And that probably is coming through, even if you guys are, I'm not saying you are or not, I'm just saying that that is the perception right now, rightfully or wrongfully. And to change someone's perception, that's a long-term goal, okay? And I don't know if I can do that overnight in a roll call, but I hear what you're saying.
But can I just suggest the motto, kill them with kindness? I mean, it just seems like...
We have 9,000 people. You're going to have some nicer ones, and you're going to have some not so nicer ones.
Okay.
If I was to pick 30 of your friends, you're probably going to have some nicer friends and not so nice friends. That's the way it goes,
Yeah, but
right?
my
I mean,
friends aren't.
it's the way
Like
it goes. If I was to
public
talk to
servants.
some of your friends, some of them will probably be a little friendly with me than
Yeah, but my
somebody
friends
else.
aren't public servants. I mean...
Okay, but you can't force people to be friendly. I can force them to be professional. I can force them to make sure they enforce the law equally. I can force them to be as with their community relations as best as I can. But I can't force somebody you can't. I mean, otherwise we'd have robots here. I can't do that. I will make sure they're professional, and I will make sure that they treat you with the respect that you are due as a member of the public who just happens to be filming. I can definitely do that, and I will do that for you.
Well, you just said that you might get nice, you might get this, you can't tell what you're going to get from whomever, but that's part of being professional is to keep it,
consistent.
And they are consistent, and they are professional. You're asking me to ask, why do they say, oh, you don't like me? I don't know why they picked up on that. I don't know. I can certainly tell them that you're just filming, and we videotape, we're getting the body cameras, we have car cameras.
Oh yeah, when are you getting when are you getting body cameras?
When the city council approves it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we answer to a different power. When the city council approves it, they will be coming. We currently have car cameras.
Yeah.
So we're very familiar with being videotaped, okay?
Yeah, consistency of it just seems...
It's unprofessional to incite, and it's just do your job, basically.
Yeah, I mean, why are they even talking to this?
And that's it, really.
Okay, as I said, I will make
I don't need them turning gangsters on me.
That would be
I've got roll call
helpful.
tomorrow night. The night watch roll call person is myself. I have them tomorrow night, and we'll discuss this. It'll be a great topic for us to discuss in roll call. Okay, I've got to go handle some stuff in the back, but if you ladies, if there's nothing else.
No, that's fine.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming in and talking to me today. Thank you very much. You guys have a nice evening.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. How do you feel about recording the police? You don't mind? You wouldn't mind?
Are you always?
Yeah, we noticed that you're here. Just
It doesn't bother you?
have you been recorded other than like us?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Been on Cops, LAPD show. Yeah.
Oh, you were on the whole. You were on Cops. Well, that's kind of different. You can kind of control that media, can't you? I mean, honestly, that is just.
They edit what they want.
Well, yeah, exactly. But that's cool.
Okay.
All right.
Good to know. It doesn't bother you.
Have a
There's
great
one.
evening. There's one. She's not a subscriber. You can't control all of them. Well, good. Who can?
Well,
Who can?
well, they're your officers, and you should be able
I mean, to be so blatant about that they have different, like, how do I actually compare the cops to my friends?